Alright. Let's break some stuff. Let's see. What have I done since last stream? I've done a couple things. We haven't done anything major, I don't think. Up here myself echo. Oh. Twitch. All right. No. So I've been working on a couple things, like a couple random stuff. So I worked on the landscape material a little bit. We did some cleanup on the water. So I started setting up like the actual little shoreline shader, shoreline material. I think it's gonna be something like this. I don't have it nailed yet. It needs a little work. And then the reflections on it are a little I was thinking about having that little bit of transparency. Because right now you see the reflections in it, and I don't like it. Oh, that's weird. There's like some interaction thing that's causing stuff to be all weird. I think I need their names to just pop up if you're in a certain distance. And then the other thing to pop up if you're looking at their, right? So like their name should automatically pop up. Like just call in. Let's see. Sorry, just a random thought. I hate that it keeps popping up at the same time. Does have a calling distance? I forget. It doesn't. Okay. Because I know that the I think that's why originally I did things I think if it's in world it does. It has one I can manually set. Like if I did I think that's why I did the material, the billboard material originally when it's just the icon, right? So like when I have just an interact icon, which I don't have on anything anymore, but should. That was all set up to be like that. Okay. Anyways, my goal for today is make this easier to do. But I think we should model some stuff out. Maybe figure out some building stuff. I was thinking, let me see how long this would take to open up. I wanted to see what it looks like with a what's called material, like an outline, an edge detection type thing. I feel like there's still a building that could go here, but I just need to decide what it's going to be. So we have food, which would basically be health, or, you know, whatever you want to say, happiness. Whoa. We didn't mess up. You messed up. Okay. You have the repair shop, which will be for your rocket. And then like this is where I'm like, I don't know if I want to give I don't want to do the the standard. Give a player the house and make him farm, or make them farm. Like that to me is kind of weird. Like I think I want to do more like, oh, here you can collect these things of this, but you don't have to go and do it yourself. You just have to like discover a plant or whatever type thing. Because I want that exploration side of stuff still. But yeah, let's see. Let's go. I can figure that out later. Let's see. Yeah. Looking for this. Something's irritating me. And I think an issue is I think these floors are technically at 2 different heights. There's 2 different floors there. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, so now I'm doing shaders. Sorry, the editor's compiling in the background, making stuff slow. All right. Okay, so this was supposed to be a different type of stair. Go here. Put the main. Hello? Editor? Did you? Thank God. I was gonna be like, are you with us still? Like, did I break something a little too hard? Alright, so hit display. Gotta get the texture that we want showing up, which is our gradient. If I could spell, my brain knows all the letters to hit, but then like my left side types faster than my right side, I feel. So like I all the letters get out of order. I hate it. Let's see. This is wood, so we're just gonna do something like this shade over here. This also looks darker in editor. We should do like a project from view. So we could do something like this where there's like a little gradient on each one, causing it to be a little better seen. But something like this, I'll probably model it again. This is literally what's done in editor. I actually really like that, so like we don't even have to export it out. Like if I wanted to remake it, we could. I do need to remake it. There's a little bit of, I mean, in the end, I need to remake it, obviously. But for now, let's just do this. Where's the button? Oh, it's not selecting the right thing. Select the line. There we go. Damn edge. Hey Square, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Editor, you're scaring me. God, what the heck? Oh, that's why it's like lagging behind. I have a weird thing happening where every time I'm opening an editor, now 2 are opening. I don't know why. Maybe my mouse is just broken. I'm quadruple clicking everything. I don't know. Fine though. Okay, cool. All right, what is this? Let's fix these. I don't like error casting to this. Yeah, because it doesn't know if we have that. Therefore, is valid. Okay. All those are. Okay, where's this on? Trying to read K2 dynamic as Milo. This. And this one. Here's a reference branch. Oh, I know that is valid. I have no idea. Okay. I can sit there. Gotta jump up 1 second. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Just a second. All right. Let's see. Cat opens. Things broken again. Yeah. I was my brother and me were going to the gym the other day, and he brought up that he's been watching. Damn it. He's been like watching my YouTube streams. Like the VOD for him, like while he's going to sleep, you know, help me get YouTube watch time and all that, and obviously support me. He was like, the other day, I was listening, and he said like 20 times in a row, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. I'm thinking, and he was like, I yelled at the damn phone like, stop saying I thought it was pretty funny. It's like I say to be like, this is the next topic. This is what I'm starting. My brain is on something else. See, I can't even help it. Not even trying to say it now. But now I'm noticing every single time I say it, I've been cursed. Damn it, see? Do I create something here? Or is that closed? But yeah, now I apparently falling asleep to my streams and stuff, so you hear this in your sleep. Bye, Matt. I don't know. Damn it. Should have thought that through. You can subliminally message him. You really like the Cube Brush plus Mesh Tools plugin? Yeah! So, yeah, you're talking about that one with, like, the fox on it or whatever, right? That one's great because it has the, like, hot spotting built in. I love the Cube Red's awesome, though. I honestly probably should have started off with that for all of this. I just didn't think it through, and then it was one of those, like, I'm already done, let's keep going. You know what I mean? Because that would have been smarter to, like, start around, but I kind of, like, vamped mode. Like, this was just kind of hasn't been thought through. It's been more of a interpretation, if you will. Like, it's been making it as it goes, seeing what I like, all that. Oh my God, Captain, relax. God dang it. At my door. Go for it. Seconds. Sorry, I had to murder a burglar. I'm just kidding. Don't arrest me. No one breaks in. They're scared of Captain. Also, when you plan on putting in the Mover 2.0, I just haven't had the time. I can show you though a little bit. I want to know more of it. Because part of what they have right now is in like C++. So here, let's. Yeah, we'll just save this. I'm trying to remember if I have it enabled in here. I just updated too, so they might have new examples. Weirdly, so. No, I'm not sure. I had to look around. It's definitely not done. Like, the examples aren't done. The mover stuff itself is pretty nice. I think it depends on what you want to do. Because they do things a couple different ways. We can just take a look at it for a couple minutes though. It's really weird right now. So they might have just fixed it in the last couple builds. It used to require the water template to be on, and the water template randomly makes my graphics card crash. But it seems like they fixed that. Like it being linked to that. But it seemed like I think the examples were in like C++, but I imagine that's why the examples thing is only 0.1 with the build number compared to being we'll just take a second. Compared to actually being done, because I imagine in my head they'll probably update all of the example content to use it, because there's no reason not to. But at the same time, it has a couple shaders to compile, literally 100. It's gonna take a second because I was opening the other project. It's one of those, like, is it shipping with? I'm pretty sure it's gonna ship with 5.4. Yeah, we'll see. Come on. Here, if I shut this one. Does it even actually shut it? So, CPU is like, help? Help me, please. There we go. Now it's going. But it's obviously used for like networking a lot. So there was like some stuff I was trying to go through in there, where I was trying to see like what I need to set up my own base class. Basically, what ends up happening is at the moment I don't have another project in this, but I need to set one up. Let's go mover. We gotta go mover example. Oh, this is also new. They have like a different folder for. So here, I think it was layered moves. Where's the best? That's cool though. I didn't realize they had like folder icons for. Yeah, it's a little change. Come on. Wait, the wrong one. 10. And that other Unreal. All right. All the shaders are compiling. I just don't have the. It won't show me the instruction count thing at the moment. All right, so the actual example has a couple, just like pushing up character, bouncing, things like this. There's nothing too crazy in here. They have the same built-in stuff that the last one did, of like the foot mounting. This is supposed to be like a push-pull thing, but I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know if it's done. One of these is for visibility of like trails somewhere. I don't remember where. But if we actually go into here, it's actually not this level either. It is character movement, I think. I mean, they're all based on the same thing. But it's nice that they actually are finally doing like a character example movements for character examples for movement types of like, hey, this is how you can do it. Gotta find the right level, and then I'll go from there, because I know it's the, I know what mesh it is. It's here. Like no matter what, it's the motion model. No. So that's here. We'll just add this. So get character. No, it's not character. Where the hell? God damn it! Now I'm lost. Oh, pawn's right there. Yeah, so we can do like the animated Manny, right? They're all based on the same mover example character. They have this mover component. This is gonna be hard to show. All that's happening in the blueprints is literally it changing some tinting, and then freaking it making sure that all the mapping, the enhanced inputs are mapped, right? So that's why it's like all of it right now is in C++, except for like this, right? So hopefully you guys can see it. This right panel is the actual details for the mover. By default, we basically can make a prediction-based mover component or a physics or oh my god, tongue-tied. Physics liaison component, and that basically is like how do you want the network prediction to work, right? So that one not as important from what I found. But like, so we can set how our, like, if we don't need a flying mode, we don't need a flying mode, right? Like this is all, we manually add movement modes for these. So what we can do is say, okay, walking is walking mode. We pick from one of these, obviously. We can create one. But this now has like a turn generator in it, which basically means like we can do like this, which is the class that we saw a minute ago that I accidentally clicked on, which has like dampening factors on turns. So like now turning automatically has like you can kind of change the way physics are working there, based on what actual thing is here, which is nice because they don't just like, the mover component isn't planned to just be used here, but places like this, right? So like this is a mover platform, right? This is just a moving here. This is just a moving platform, and it is set up to use the same exact thing. Just for it. This is where it's gonna be fun. Like everything's just gonna use a mover component. So like this is on a follow path, right? So like we could do this for anything that we need moving in a certain way. We can just do like a, hey, follow this path or follow this spline. So like the AI, instead of just having a random AI that you have to do all this, like for a dumb AI that's just following a path. What would it take to make a prone state? I mean, I think that would be the same as it is now, right? So you can either expand on the walking state and just have it where it's walking with a sub state of prone. Like that's how I would do it right now. Right? What I was trying to say is there's a transitions. Let me go back to over here. So they don't have that obviously by default. But yeah, so like I don't know if you've done it depends on what you need from your prone state now. Right? So like I can tell you with the current system, not the mover, all I would do is change the component half size and then do a check. Do a manually, like, do a trace where the front of the body is and the back of the body is. Right? To make sure that you're not going into something. Because obviously in the current system, you can't change from a capsule. But what was I trying to find in here? The nice thing is all these modes, they're all based off, this is part of what I need to figure out, right? I know that we can make, like the motion models, which is how these turn, but I don't know if we can add, like, input modes yet. What would they be called? What would, a movement mode? Like BP, movement mode, yeah, so we'd have to make a base movement mode. Cool. See, I haven't looked at that yet. So they all have this. This is what actually matters in the thing, is the shared settings class. Because that's what stores all the settings for each thing. But yeah, it's definitely a lot simpler. When you look into it, or at least to me, this is simpler, where it's like, okay, falling is all here now. And it's all based on, like, right now they just only have the common legacy movement settings, which is what it's based off of, but it would be nice to see some more in the future by default. But yeah, so like here's the common shared settings. So these are like jumping, the friction, all that we're used to. But here, if we go to common, like, that would, the whole prone thing would just be on changing the capsule size, or you, instead of using a capsule, you make it where a box is visible. Because with this, you're no longer required to have the capsule, right? If you notice, like, this doesn't have a capsule. And it also is using the movement base. It's just using static mesh actor as their base class. So, like, if you wanna, in this, you would just change it where, you know, your box or your sideways capsule's now visible. And then you would change how your friction's working or something. I would imagine. Because all, like, this is, like, it's separated out what it used to be, right? By default, the way it used to work is if you had a character pawn, not a character pawn, what is it? A character movement component. You had to have a capsule on it. So this is more almost like the flying, if you've ever used the flying You know, the other types of movement. So like the floating pawn or anything like that. This is more like those where like they don't come with a capsule by default. This is them choosing to use a capsule. And then like you can physical materials play, for example, the standard footstep sounds that you have in your walking state. Yeah, so for that I would more, so like I have something like, so what I do in not this project, but the one I was trying to open up, I think that's more you would have to just have a thing that says you're in prone, right? And when you're playing those sounds, you're checking if you're in prone or not. Because like yeah, so that's what I'm wondering too, because that's why I'm like, I'm still kind of looking at it to see if they're just gonna have it where we add movement states to everything, or if they're gonna have it all kind of, because at the moment this one takes a lot more to set up than the old system. The old system, you could just pop on a character, like the character movement class. So like right now they're just using, I'm pretty sure these are based on pawns. Like overall the character, you can still keep the character class. It's more, I would say the issue is, because that, like the character class just has stuff to do with like spawning and other stuff like that. But like the character movement, controller, that's one that, here. So like right now, a lot of this stuff is doing just the setup for this. So like where this is listening to anything is on produce input. So this is listening to everything in here, and that's why I was like, it's a little more complicated in this, because they do some this is for the character specifically. Like we're still using the normal player controller, the damn it. Sorry, because I was opening stuff, this is lagging behind. Again, this takes so much memory. So I imagine we'll still keep that, like the character controller. I mean, not the character controller, the character class. But then we'll just have a mover by default inside of it instead of a character movement. But it's interesting because like anything could be you don't even need a pawn, you just need a mover in there now. But yeah, so they're just like, they're obviously using enhanced input. The biggest thing is like, let's see, I'm sorry. So like they do some stuff here where it's like on moving. Here, I can take you to the, so in here, so there's, we can, what am I trying to say? So we can already do like the produce input, right? I think it's just easier to do the movement in there, because I haven't seen the input collection stuff, and how you would add to that in here just yet. But this is what I mean when I say it's like, it's harder to, like movement in itself is harder now, because now it's this struct rather than just being like push them, you know, add input. So like I could see this existing alongside of it, because you might not need this if you're not doing networked stuff. But like, so produce input, that's what we're looking at. But there's what's exposed so far. But yeah, so I would imagine prone, you just would add your cube, whatever you want the collision to be at that point, because it doesn't seem to matter. Let's see, mover. So the actual mover nodes. or in here. Yeah. The only thing that this is like that has different. So what I have in mind is like, this is gonna be interesting because you can get a class that doesn't have all the movement modes. So what I have in my project currently that I was trying to open up for you is like I have the movement class, and then I have like a subclass. I have a enum that when I'm walking, it checks if I set this when I pick something up, when I land, etc. I always set both rather than just one. So I have like a movement state and a movement mode. So like these default flying, walking, swimming, those are all movement modes. And then I set my movement state to be one step further than that. So like that's where crouch, prone, standing would be. And I would just check that enum if you're standing, if you're crouched, etc. You could even do like a gameplay tag or something. And you would just say when you're play these sounds when you're standing, play these sounds when you're crouched, play these sounds when you're prone, right? For your case, because at the end of the day, it's getting this overlap, right? Yeah, here, hold on, since we can't open that. This is all just enhanced input stuff. So it all does this like cached input stuff. I was trying to remember one of the nodes though that they call. So like specifically, event mover. No, what is it? I manually find it. Sorry, I'm thinking of like 5 things at once. I just need to slow my brain down here. So in mover, like this stuff now works like this, where we can add whatever kind of data we want into this collection, the mover collection. So that's where it's like, I don't know, because like a movement can be just a float, a vector, anything like that. I'm just not sure, like based on what they've done, it seems very open, but without documentation or anything like that, obviously. So like this is what they have for the examples, is where they basically say request move by velocity or by intent. That's the big thing about the mover, is there's 2 modes for it. Is there's move by intent, which basically means you pressed forward, and then there's like moving by velocity. The mover. Sorry, let me find it. I hate that I can't just like type mover and only have the mover examples, but basically all of it comes down to this same. This is where it's weird too. Like, so like there's a add movement mode. Like you can add movement modes wall in game now. So like you could gain a movement mode, which is cool. So it's like it's definitely a lot more modular. And then there's tons of the stuff like built in, which is like compute the like these slides and all that, like the. But I want to find a certain node. Sorry, let's see. It sync state. So like there's a lot of syncing stuff based on the networking. But I'm trying to. Damn it, my mouse won't scroll down, so it's just pissing me off. Yeah, so the layered move is interesting because you can. I'll show you in the example content. So set move intent is the normal setting, and this is where like I haven't gotten to understand the blueprint side of this yet. Fully, where it's like, okay, so these ones I believe this. This is where I need to make an actual project, right? So like these ones all use, I think directional intent. Is what this ends up getting set to, if I remember correctly. But basically what you do is you would just say set move intent. And this is where I was saying is a lot more to it than what we used to have, right? So with this, you can say like, okay, the intent is to move forward, you know, 1, but then we can have it where we want to go to a different orientation, is the goal, and it would figure that out on that one. And then like movement base, we'll have the capsule say it's using that base. There's another one that it exposed some stuff here. We'll just have it where it's like on 1. Right. Am I using anime? What's the... I gotta figure out which thing's even on this one. But I think they plan for like ledges and stuff. That's why I was like, these are some cool example content, because like they show you how the trajectory stuff works, which is like predict future movement, and then also like they have it built in to look at the past movement. So like those are the last inputs, right? But to me, I'm like, why would you make ledges if you ain't gonna do like climbing or something? Come on now. That's where it's like it's complicated, because they have tons of stuff like this where it's like, okay, so like this is the prediction, because they're doing more network related stuff, right? But a lot of this stuff also just doesn't, it's not done yet. So the example, so I'm like, okay, where's the actual nodes for this? Yeah. But yeah, so that's where that, that's why if you look at the movement data, and that's why I was like, I don't want to just make a video to be, because it would kind of sound like this, where I'm just like, this is happening because this is happening. Like, we're like, I don't fully understand this yet until I make my own, and I just haven't had time to be like, oh, okay, this is what's actually the minimum needed. This is what there's another one too, though, Moober. Especially, yeah. I mean, it'd end up being like the design one I just did. I did that one too early, I think. I should have waited for it not to be crashy. Get move direction from thing. So like I want to learn what obviously you can get like the sync state. Hey, flip flop. So like this is the rotation based on the sync state on the network. And it's like I don't know multiplayer enough to be like, hey, this is like, obviously I could understand what that is saying it's doing. But like there's more mover stuff in here. Maybe this is where I'm looking for it. No, okay. Request. All right, let's see. But yeah, when you actually add input, you have to give it like its previous input, if I remember right. When you do a set, no, I already have set move intent. God damn it. Data. Is it under input? Get ability inputs. No. But yeah, it has all the features from like it used to have. It just so like this is interesting. The whole like you can queue a movement change. but that's not what the note I'm looking for. Try walk, try safe move, try move along. No, why is updates blind data in there? Oh, I guess that. Oh, that could be fun stuff if they're letting you update the water. This one. Try safe move. Updated component. Might be. No. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember now. I remember there was something. It's in one of these classes. One of these maps. Now I gotta find it. My brain. Is it under advanced walking? I think that just has some rotation stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, see, a lot of this is like to do. But yeah, no, let's see. That's why I thought it was this one, but maybe it's this one I did. Maybe they were thinking about swimming. Yeah, no, I think there's gonna be swimming. But no, it's the reason I said something about water. With that too is they specifically mention adding to the water volume or something. But no, they definitely will do swimming because that's built in. But update water spline. This, the water spline data is like the where everything is, the where the splines for the water is. So like that shouldn't update unless the water, I guess, unless you're offsetting the water. I don't know how they. Who knows? That's all I'm like. I don't want to guess because that updates the whole water volume. But maybe it doesn't now. They could have updated it. Never know. All right. Anyways. Also, like gravity. They still haven't learned it. No. Let's see. Okay. Hey, look at that. Too many projects open now. Perfect. Yeah, at the moment I don't know. At the end, no. There's also some stuff in here that I need to actually just find because it's not in the. I think this one doesn't work, but yeah, this one doesn't work. So this is the network-based one. Which I imagine you might have to launch separately. I can do that type of thing, but then tech validation, that's just the. I think that's just the normal stuff. But there was something in here. No, I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Let me close it. I don't like it. It's not done yet. No, oh, there's gonna be an ad in 3 minutes. Sorry. Wasn't me. But here. We have this finally open. There's a couple things I wanted to show in here. First things first, like this. Oh yeah, also another thing. Oh my god, I was just thinking about it too. Yeah, I know, right? I'm sorry. Flame Twitch. I was gonna say, freaking. I wonder if you could do some stuff like with the enhanced input stuff, because you're in a different enhanced input mode when you're pro, or you could be. Let's go here, right? So like, I have current walking mode, right? Current walking mode, so that's where I'm walking, running, stamina run. And then what's the other one? Player movement detail. Right, so this one, I guess I could just use set, right? Yeah, there we go. So like this one is whether I'm climbing, pushing, gliding, falling, swimming, on ground, free climb, balancing, or aiming. The reason some of these overlap with already existing classes is to push it to update, basically, like in case there's like a weird error. Because I was having issues with swimming where like I'd be in a walking state but it's supposed to be swimming, so I made it where like if I'm in the walking state and swimming, then switch to swimming, and stuff like that, right? But like I'm in a flying state when we're in climbing, right? Like falling, gliding. So yours would just be walking, prone, or crouched, prone, and you can extend from the character movement one that has whatever it is. Get movement state. I forgot what it's called. Get movement mode. Right? I mean, it's the same as adding a custom movement mode, but if you don't update to the mover system, anyways, I wanted to open this to do this to there should be a post process underscore. No, let's go. Okay. What did I say about the ads after they started already? And I didn't notice. Yeah, so we got distance page, outline. Okay, cool. Outlined. Hey, substrate. I forgot about that. Which thing? Have you done hit reactions where the enemy gets pushed back? Yeah, all that stuff would be done. I mean, it depends on if you're doing root motion or not, but you would still, in some way, change it. But the way I see it is like the mover component, the root or the capsule is no longer tied to it. So like you could do really, like for that, you'd probably do like a velocity, and you'd push them in that direction, and then like the collision would just collide or not, depending on if you have a collision. Yeah, here, where's the camera? Do I have a post process in this area? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. I don't do enough animation to know that. Oh. Rude? Very rude. How dare they? And like they're moving towards like a pose based like motion matching, or at least that's like they're not moving towards it, but like that's gonna be an option as well. I can say based on the plugins that's been added, So it's like there's all sorts of stuff being built for animation. Okay, come on. I had to make this. Oh, just want to set a post process. But that makes sense that if it's so, I didn't see that node before. It's not. I didn't add it to my list. Heck, it might not have been exposed before. But Did it update? I mean, I think that's gotta change because you can't have it where the new mover requires the water, and then the water freaking thing isn't done. Because they haven't freaking updated the landscape system yet. Yeah. I think it's the outline, right? Hey, look, it shows us shaders. Oh, nice. I don't believe it's one. Right, so it's not that one. Let's see. This will tell us if it's working or not. Because this one is very obvious. Oh, you know what? Endless. Oh, we are okay. Had to make sure. Cool. So these just not work anymore. Let's see. Hey, they work. Okay, so those ones don't work. No, the outline of this works. I haven't looked at these in a while. Pixelized post process? Yeah, that was just that's an engine one, I think. I was just testing it. Or no, that's mine. Hey. No, I'm trying to do the outline. I thought I had one. Let me check. Is there a? I thought I specifically had in this project hatch. I wanted to see. God damn it. Yay. Why is it crashing? Wallet opens again. Nope, wrong thing. Saved. Logs. $250. Oh, are you telling me it's crashing? No. The actual crash thing. Probably in plugin, huh? There's water being enabled. Define object. No, that shouldn't crash it. And this is the freaking thing that always happens in the project. Okay. God dang it. No post process for me. Here we go. This is all I wanted. right away. Copied it, so I should be able to close this, but hopefully. I don't think that had any texture samples in it. We're gonna paste it and realize it did, but that's okay. No, I was thinking. So I was thinking for Milo Island game, do like a outline effect, or a localized outline effect. I had both those process. Since we're not, oh god, damn it, freaking, give me a second. I'm yelling at the engine, not you guys. Also, we'll just do this since we know, you know. I do like +5. I don't think that actually works. But you know. So I'm pretty sure it's because that. Gotta get. I can do what I need to. Hold on. Today we're not. I'm not starting off this stream too good, right? Like Here, I'll edit it only if this doesn't let me. Yeah, no. Seeing if we read it, it's the freaking shader. Oh, this one's for, yeah, single layer water, right? So what's happening is that mover plugin enabled water, and now the damn thing thinks it has water somewhere in it, even though it doesn't. It's the single layer water, right? So turn those off. Just boop. Oh yeah, so they added a new system config thing too. That I want to talk about at some point. There's got the water thing's got to be in here. That's a true somewhere. I can't find water. It's in here somewhere. Trust me. Well, music. Seem to have forgotten how to music. Okay, there you go. Cool. So water somehow not in there, but water's enabled. And I'm pretty sure it's just called the water. I hate that like anything even disabled is added here. Like, you would think that not listing it would be good enough, but okay. Plugins, water, good. I guess maybe they pulled over everything they need from what's called from the water plugin, like they enabled single layer water. It's messing things up. close that. Okay, so what I want to do, and we'll know pretty quickly if it's good or not. Materials, post-process, material. Come on. The editor's like in the line behind it, yeah? Alright. I just need to not rush it. Post process. Can I copy? I can't copy. Should have left it open. God dang it. Why can I not copy? Or paste. That's what I mean to say. Paste. You guys don't mind, you know. Here, we'll start setting this up. By getting post. That's not a doc post. Real. Oh, they've already hatched. Here. Come on. Be nice. That's inverted. What the heck? Oh, I think all of them. None of them have the. None of them have the alpha this time. That's weird. All right. Okay. Roll back. Get out of here. Copy, 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 copy. This. Paste. There we go. It just wasn't listening before. Alright. Now we cry a little bit. Hope that it saves. Hope that it works. Hey, look at that. Alright, a little too much. I kind of like it. Alright, now look, instance. So. Winter. Winter has. It finally arrived. Alright. I'm thinking like small lines. Right. And then for the actual hatching, see if it works. This should be shadow hatching. if it works. Also, because I haven't used this in forever, I don't know what's what. Hey, that doesn't look right. Also, what the heck is happening? Why can't I see, Also, I think this is in the wrong scene aftertone mapping. No, we actually want it before color before depth of field. Also, there's this whole like neural network engine in here where you can set like that seems like it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. All right, there we go. I wasn't thinking such thick lines. I can say that much. Oh, dude, look what it does to the window. I kind of like that. That looks cool. But I was thinking because we've been working with like clean boxes, things like that, like something like this could look really good. We might have to change where it is in the post process. Chain there. I don't know. I don't know if I like it more. I personally don't. At least with the current settings. There we go. We do have like a clean look to everything, obviously. Just turn down the normal line weight. And I think pretty sure we'd have to clean Animal Crossing Irvine. Yeah. No, I kind of agree. I just wanted to see. I don't actually want these, right? So what I was hoping for is so there's a like shadow part of this is like shadows only that I was hoping would still work. Also, what the heck happened? So I can't. There we go. My bad. Look, cat, knock it off. I'm trying to climb under my door. The door is closed. I need to get in. Or if we do like something in the background. Hey. No, that's funny. I spoke about that earlier. I was like, don't worry, there's no subliminal messages for you to buy me things inserted in this live stream. See those. Let's get here. Yeah, I think the crease line's not working. Depth line. That's working. Disable that. Also, how's it going? Back to work. I'm just kidding. I think you're off work. See, so this is the top front. Yeah, so this isn't working. The hatch power, like the hatching. So this uses distance fields. To color basically only the shadows, right, with hatching. So anywhere there's shadow, maybe it does work. I kind of see it down there. like screen space. Or at least I think that's it, right? Like I'm not 100% sure. Because the AO isn't working for sure. Okay. Nice, we're just breaking stuff. First part of the stream was just crashing things. Nothing crazy. But I was trying to experiment with like the style of the game. Yeah, I'm not liking this. I'll have to look back into this and see what the heck. It's one of those things where it's like now, because Lumen's here, like I probably have to sample stuff differently, and there's no more AO in the same way. Like if we look at the ambient occlusion, right? Pick compiles. Yeah, it's up or down. There's none, right? And it's just because how... Well, I think this also never worked. This display. Ooh, that's good to know. None of those random things we've been scaling are contributing to the scene, so they're not going to reflect back at us. Put that back to lit. Put this to nothing. That's kind of interesting. As we turn this down, it goes higher. Sure, we'll say that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so I like this. I like the clean look too. What I was hoping for was, in fact, this is the look I like here. Watch. Like the camera. I've been waiting for them to fix like orthographic mode, because this is how when I first started the game, or not when I first started the city at least, it was because they had fixed Lumen and Nanite to work in orthographic mode, and it just does something. I mean, I know exactly what it does, but I really like the way, specifically like on the docks and stuff like that, that it just lines everything up. So I think this would be, I think in the end it might end up being like this, where we use the orthographic camera. But what I was thinking was, so like there's certain spots that I just don't have detail. And look, the orthographic makes these spots look really good. Like, not this part where there's a little bit of a gap there. But I don't know. There's something about it. What do you guys think? I don't know if I'd keep the turning. That's a little weird in this mode, but maybe it'll just be an option to play in orthographic, like a setting. Because I think it sets the scale right everywhere. Obviously, we don't have any of the projection offset stuff happening. Yeah, camera turning is... Yeah, so I slowed it down. And I definitely wouldn't do the whole what we did here. But I just like the way that it projects like some of the models, specifically because we modeled them in a simple way. Where like here, obviously those look much further away. We're not getting the right angle on them. And it just looks a lot odd. It looks odd to me. And then like here's the... So this is what I really liked. So it just makes it easier to see around an object, right? Or at least in my opinion, you can tell the depth easier because of the way everything's designed here. Yeah. Pew, 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 pew. Cool. I don't know. We'll see. It might just be an option. It might just be I ship like that. Up in the air at the moment. So we did the actually save. So that post-process stuff didn't work out. That's fine. I think we should. There we go. Let's start modeling this. I also was thinking about it the other day after stream, and I think I actually want to combine. So if you guys remember the base of this project, it started as me recreating like Fortnite 7. I love calling it that, and like only like 2 people are gonna even know what I mean by that, and the rest are just going, what? What the hell is Fortnite 7? You know, Fortnite. I got it. It makes it even better when I just explain all the games that I had, right? Like, so I have Project Fortnite 7, and then I have Project Matt Damon, okay? And then they combined it into this project where it was Matt Damon 7, okay? We had a, like, I initially had it where, in fact, we still have it right here, where we hit a button and it sends a, like, emergency ship to us, right? And I was thinking about it, and I think, because one of the things I would like to do is, because we were talking about it on stream, was, like, why do I need fast travel if this is a small map? And then we were talking about how I want it to be where in the beginning, like, your ship's broken, you fix it, you can travel places. There's probably gonna be some places off island, like maybe there's a little island you can travel to after a while. You get coordinates to it, whatever. But one of the things I was thinking about was, what if the way that works, and that the way that we kind of make that in, like, yes, fast travel is going to be a thing, but at the same time, like, why do we need it? In that, like, if you fast travel too much, like, your ship can get broken. So, like, anytime you use a fast travel point, you have a chance of, like, losing your ship, and then you just gotta walk back. So it's like, yeah, it's great because it could get us out of something, but maybe it won't. I mean, that's where Matt Damon comes in. But I think that would be nice to do, because then it's like, okay, then you got to go to a repair shop, buy some more parts, gives you some reason to spend money or whatever you end up getting here. And then, like, kind of gives you incentive to be like, okay, do I just explore this area, or do I explore this area and risk not being able to leave, or risk having to owe on my ship? Or do I back up and go back when I'm ready? You know, something like that. And that's the wrong. I think that could add something depending on how we implement it. I say we, I mean royally. Me. So, I was thinking I'd probably still had it. The look at object, no. Move forward, move right. Alright, so that's the interp camera. Oh, here we go. Alt action, projectile, here we go. So I had this, right? set up as an alt. Oh, there we go. You threw a thing, you got a rocket, right? So what I was thinking is we could probably keep that. That's why it can only be used outside of town or whatever. And then save where this lands. And add it to the list, right? So like we could just do this. We say, right, so the spawning has exit smoke, whatever. Get that. So like we're actually doing a thing when that lands. What we need to do is we just get actor class. And it's the ship, which name is Rocket, and I forgot that somehow. So get actor of class, and then we honestly should probably have something inside the rocket to save this, right? Launch rocket, and it's gonna be. And I'll add more checks here too, because it's gonna be, it has to like make sure that we can project the tile down and stuff like that. But for now, let's just do this. Let's say get that, and then do that location. Actor location to was I just setting into this? Where am I setting this location to? What? I think I was doing this one wrong, eh? We need to set it to wherever the heck this ended up. Loss velocity. No, it needs to be wherever the heck. Oh, okay, hold on. The way I was doing it, exit smoke. Hey. What the hell is all this doing then if it's not going into this? How did this work? I don't think it did. Is what I'm saying. Because it did not set this. And I guess we're setting velocity. No. We're setting the power? But we can do that without setting this. Because it's not checking there. So I guess we would still do this. I guess. Get location here. Get actor location. And this, I guess, would just be in here then. At that point. Land ship. This doesn't have the thing in it, right? No. Okay, so this is doing spawn at location, blah, blah, blah. Line trace break. Yeah. We don't need to do that. Yeah, so we can skip all of that. Just spawn this. And then spawn this. Now we don't need to check. Basically what I was doing is I was spawning this BP ship and then using a timer to manually move it down until it hit the ground. Which we could still do. We could still to like kind of correct itself. But really it should be corrected at that point. wherever this lands. And then what this needs to do is call landed or land rocket. Players are not on board at this point. Oh, I keep hitting the button for fishing. Ta-da! And now we have a rocket. Okay. Because I kind of like that. Say we're all the way out here. Like, obviously most games allow you to fast travel. And we could do it like... Maybe we do it based off like a random signal that I generate based on like a noise that I project. Right? Or like a particle system we could do. Where like that changes based on wind or, you know, which we could also use then for grass. Because scope. But we could do it like that, right? Where it's like, okay, we could have we can have a couple rules for it, like we're inside. Can't call it then. But this then limits like the player's ability to fast travel still, while allowing it to also obviously fast travel. So I like that. Also, I added little like bolts or something, whatever you want to call it, to the rocket. So this, and we should then automatically, by the time we have the rocket, yeah, so that's what my goal was, right? So that's why I was like, I like the ability of like, that's why I was thinking about adding this back, right? Was it's not necessarily that, like, for now, the main map is this big, right? It's probably going to shrink to probably, at least, it's going to lose at least a fourth of this, probably, just due to the way it's going to be designed. And water, right? So I can't put everything here. So my plan was that, like, you have this rowboat, right? And the rowboat you could only take along the shore. Along the shore, we could find small islands, right? Because the rowboat's obviously not big enough. So like, kind of like Animal Crossing, right? In Animal Crossing, you get the ability to swim, but you can still only go out like 16 squares, right? So my plan was like, we set up communications here. We get some sort of, so like this person here, right, would kind of work like the pelican in Animal Crossing, right? Where it's like, he can take us on his boat to the middle of nowhere. That's going to be a randomly generated map. But it's based on the same, you know, 3 maps that I make. But what's going to be on it at that moment is randomly generated, not the map itself, obviously. And then, like, I think really, realistically what's going to happen is we're going to have, like, here, cut off to here, and then like main cave here, away up the mountain here, and then this is gonna cut off. All of this is gonna be water, if you can see the cursor. But I hope that makes sense, right? Like, not the map thing. That's just me being weird. But I was thinking kind of that same way of like, because it's meant to be more casual, that's why I was thinking, instead of fast travel points, make it where you could always, kind of like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, right? Once you upgrade your, or Tears of the King, once you update your Sheikah Slate, you can have 2 fast travel points that you add manually to the map. and you can always only have 2, right? So what I was thinking is, yes, there'd be, say there's another town, one other town here. We'd add a fast travel point to it. So this list is only going to have those 2. And then it's going to add 1 manual travel point. Right? But my goal was where, like, these guys get, you know, hey, news is coming from the west. Something's happening over there, whatever. Or, you know, you want to go adventuring? Let's go. And it takes you onto, like, a smaller island, similar to, like, Animal Crossing, where it's, like, only a 20 by 20 island, rather than your normal 100 by 100 island, right? It's something like that. It's that small in Animal Crossing. But that was, like, the goal, right? So, once we leave the town, I want it to be where, like, yeah, we maintenance here, and we do jobs for these guys, but they'll ask us, like, hey, here's the coordinates to this place. Can you take me there? We'll see, though. Because, like, it might just be that I find this is enough gameplay, and I don't need more little islands, and we just do, like I was saying, on the boat, little islands, and then we can manually place a fast travel point. But I like that idea of, like, because that's what's stuck with me since, like, the Fortnite 7 days, was I liked that idea of being able to, the quick idea of that, right? Which was, I want to do a level in 2 minutes and have an emergency exit, right? Where it's like, at any time I hit this button and bam, we're gone. So I like that, like, get out of trouble, you know. And then if we have it where we have to upgrade the rocket to get a fast travel anywhere, maybe that's what it is, instead of it breaking down randomly. I don't know what will feel good to players, right? Like, that would kind of piss me off if I was on a random island and it broke down. Got to pay to fix it. So we'll see how it ends up working out. Anyways, I think that's one of those, like, I'll implement it in a way that's easy, test it with people, see how everyone's feeling about it. Alright. Anyways. These guys, I do notice, do not interact with you. So on main interaction. Oh, they do, okay. They just no longer do their other stuff. Which I guess is fine. Because I'll need, like, a quest or something for them. Which is why I was thinking doing the dialogue. Which if we import, have like a, do like a base dialogue system. I don't know. There's only so much I want to do. Where it's like, I want to do this, but it's like, that might be too much for this. But at the same time, I just need to start getting that stuff done. Let's ship this. Okay. F it, let's go. I think all these need to be interactable. Am I just doing random stuff today? Yes, that's exactly what's happening. New subclass. No, what the heck? It'd probably be like interaction based. Eats. Bench. Hey, what's that? Chill on the line thickness. Okay, cool. So, just set the default. Oh, inherited. Don't you have a yellow? Yeah, that's a sub. I guess this should be set to variable as exposed. Action type. So then I can just in here set these correctly. Hey. Aha. I've made disappear bench. But oh god. I have noticed some flaws with the bench. It's oh. I think it's actually really funny that I did not ever notice that the backlight, because the angle I always look at, that looks perfectly on the ground. I made this mesh in editor. Which, my god, I love that we're just doing this in modeling, so it's easy to do that. Oops. Hey, come on. Where's the... I don't want brush, I want... triangle edit, there we go. No need to fix, yeah, exactly. Agreed. I mean, obviously not, but... yeah, none of them are even. I don't know what to trust. It's all a lie. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did not notice that until right now when this was facing that way. Obviously, that's a wish to have this. It'd be nice to be able to just sit. Boom. And just replace with. A bench. Nope, god damn it. 30. Bench. I select all of these. Place them all at once. Place actor list. City bench. Sure. I don't know, I need to start naming things so I can sort them. We probably could turn off the... like that. The... what's called on him, but I'm not sure. I need to do like bushes. Le Bouche. We should probably have like trimmed hedges that are a little like nicer than this. So do like an actual square. I'm thinking. This one's a little crazy. All right. By the way, an ad on Twitch is starting in 3 minutes for anyone watching. Let you know ahead of time. I'll be getting up, taking a stretch. All right, cool. I don't know. I'm liking the game more and more each day, even if it's just the vibes of this. It's feeling good. I need to fix stuff like this still. We can work our way on that. I think go to like there. Dear God, okay. That there, this go grab. Wow. Yeah, see, right here it's supposed to be the exact side of the street. So we should not be having this issue. Also, I just need to replace this stuff with the actual thing. Why am I no longer just seeing this? What the heck did I select? Oh, that's the actual wall. This one's a wall gen. Okay. So this one needs this material, so basic. This one's actually what it's supposed to be. Okay, cool. I mean, it is, but it isn't, right? It. Oh. Sorry for the flickering. Oh, yeah. All right, ad started. I'm actually gonna be right back. Close. Press. Because I gotta get up and stretch. For food taken out. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. So, what was I gonna say? I know y'all didn't get up and stretch. I could see it, I could feel it. I got up, I walked. I had to grab some water. You're all in trouble now. No, they Oop. Hello. You just got here. All right, you're forgiven. You can. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke before I say it. Yeah, no, good. You don't get punished this time. Next time, though. No, what's it called? How's it going, Cog? Y'all up to today? Doing Mark of Argyle. A great name. That sounds like a. I honestly, that sounds like I was gonna say that sounds like a Supernatural episode. Hurry, Dean. The vampires get the Mark of Argyle. Sorry. Alright, yeah, that's not aligned. I think for sanity check, we need to not have a random hole back here. Alright, so how's everyone doing today? Y'all being productive? I mean, I know I'm barely being productive, but at least I got up. I was taking a nap, and I realized, like, oh snap, I had a scheduled stream today. I had to get up, very sadly. Bad turn of events. I was like, you know what? I gotta do it. I gotta. Said I'm gonna stream. I gotta stream. You know? Like this. Also, I realized, like, this is none of this is permanent, but random factoid. I use this name for your bacon. Mo Bacon. Mo Bacon. Yeah, no, that's funny though. Interesting. Also, that's an interesting experiment. I will take all the bacon. I can see it working for, like, farming, ranching type stuff too, because some of them have, like, a, you know, like, what is it, like, Maker's Mark, you know, this is, or just, like, in general, their brand, their, you know, like, so this is the mark, you know, you can trust this because it's got the mark of Argyle. Or, like, Argyle's the ranch, you know, or something. That's something I've wanted to do. In fact, I have some, like, I bought some stuff to do it. I just have not yet. I've been really into like doing jerky. So I've been doing like my own dehydrated jerky and stuff at home. Cause it freaking, I mean, you can do whatever flavor you want, which it's like I don't need no damn terrible freaking, you know, Jack Links bull crap. But it's like, and then like good bacon or good jerky is like, you know, it could be like 14-15 bucks a pound. Whereas like when you make it yourself, like I can find certain meat on sale for, you know, $2 a pound, $3 a pound. Any more than that is, oh, shut up. I'm not, stop Googling things for me, Siri. Yeah, so I've looked, yeah, so that's where it's like, it's hard because like obviously trying to learn yourself, like you see 100 different people online like, oh, you need this you need the curing salt, or here's this no cure way, and it's like, I just gotta find one that I like, and I think that's what I've been waiting on, is like, I wanted to do, I mean, realistically, I'd probably gonna get the same way I do the jerky. Do some, I've got this, like, what is it? I always call it evergreen, but I think it's a different kind of, I do that, and, like, you know, Santa Maria seasoning, and, like, some Old Bay or something. Evergreen. Is it called evergreen? I don't know. It's something like, it's a nice, like, mild, seasoning that, like, that is a little more, it's not so barbecue-y, you know what I mean? So it tastes different, and then you, like, you half of this, half of that, and you're like, oh. And it's just not all, I gotta, like, look on Amazon. I'm like, what the hell was it? I always forget the name. And hey, raid from Circus. Oh, I love it. I only do that sometimes. No, how's it going, everybody? I hope you enjoyed Circus Stream. I was in there for a little bit. We are working on my little top-down game. Circa raid message. Hey, it's hard to copy those messages sometimes, okay? Like, it scrolls so fast, so I'm just like, I didn't copy it. At least I admit it, you know? But yeah, here, for anyone coming in on the raid. Oh, let's get out of modeling mode so you see it full screen. There's no message to copy. Yeah, no, you're good. It's all good. Same thing. But I do indiedev on here. We are working on this. I don't have a title for it yet, but it is a top-down, think like Animal Crossing or like Ooblets, where I kind of want it to be just a more casual game. Hey, Turtle Cat, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. So the art style is something that I don't normally do. I normally do, I mean, I've done stylized graphics and stuff like that. But nothing like this before. Oh, I forgot we broke this. Don't mind that. We totally didn't try to fast travel and fail. Oh no, you keep freezing. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's not everyone. Same? Oh god, me too. You guys got too hyped for the... You guys made my OBS too happy. Got too excited with the follow alert. That was a long freeze? Yeah. Oops. Yeah, so I want something like in that casual sense and like that art style of like going back to like the simplistic, yeah, alright. going to like that more simplistic art style and like just game. So like I was working on something that was a lot more complex, and it just wasn't, you know, it was like the scope was so large that I just couldn't. Sorry, I'm rephrasing this in my head as I'm saying it. I did not want to say the scope was so large I couldn't handle it all by myself. Oh. No, no, yeah, that game just, it was taking too much time, so like this is a little side project I'm working on. We're kind of experimenting with the art to be, hopefully it's not, yeah, we good? Okay, we're good. Sorry, I'm watching the playback now. I gotta stop saying but yeah, so hopefully something a little cozy. We got a little, right now we have like the rocket to fast travel. We've got this boat we're working on. You know, one person who makes video games, and that's me. Nice. Or that's Circa. Or no, goddamn. Sorry, the Raider message. I thought you were replying. I hate that damn message thing. I got it though. No, yeah, no, you do. There's also Pogo. And then Circa's done some stuff. Pogo's amazing. And then obviously anyone in here, if you guys haven't already, go follow Circa. She's amazing. We have 2 tabs in our community. Yep. There you go. Yeah, I did, and we're in a bitter rivalry because I use Unreal Engine and Pogo uses the other one. It's my arch enemy. Anyways, what were we doing? I already forgot. So right now I've just been trying to clean up this town. This was supposed to be, so like the idea is that like we're this like town's like helper, I guess, is what I'm naming it at the moment. And like it's our job to like, so we're gonna come in here with our little rocket. And oh god, I forgot we were adding a fast travel thing. Ah, I stole the rocket. So we're coming in here. We're going to be doing like little jobs for this town. They're going to be asking us, you know, fix random stuff. You know, fix the communications, fix whatever. Speak better than I can in streaming. But yeah. All right. So Dreams is amazing, honestly. Right now I've been trying to like fix these. That's what I was doing. And we have random holes like this, where it's like, it probably shouldn't be like this. So yeah, if anyone does any art or game dev stuff or any creative stuff, always feel free to link it in chat. You can also join the Discord and all that. But yeah, there's tons of, I mean, most people in here are devs. Yeah, no, you're good, Circa. I understand. Thank you for the raid. I will not corrupt your people more than you have already done. You can see yourself writing stories or even doing modeling, but as far as making things move and work, probably not. So, like, I would say that's general, most people. Like, I started with art. I used to do 2D games. I moved into 3D games. Here, let's see if my... Where's Chrome? I'll show you guys what I've done in the past. So I have a couple mobile games, or did. I haven't updated them, so they've been taken off the Play Store. Because Google's rude. Oh, what is this? Choose. Oh, okay. My account's gonna be closed on the 29th. Cool. But for now, we shall look at some lava. I don't even. How do I even navigate this anymore? Hey, look, people are still playing on lava. That's really weird. So like I started in 2D, or I started in something simple. I did start in 2D, but that's not a 2D game, so it wouldn't make sense to say that. But my first game I ever released was in like 2013. After that, I got sick. I got end-stage kidney failure, and like that's when I started using Unreal and learning stuff. What is Est Project? Is that a thing? Do I have a? No, I don't. Thank God. But so like this was my first Unreal game, was Lava. It's a simple game, back and forth, and that's where it's like I knew the art side, I didn't know the other side. And then, sorry, I'm trying to, like, there is personal information on the Google Play console, and I don't recognize the buttons here, so I don't want to, like, show it to you until I find the right screens. How do I go to store presence? Main store listing. So, like, this was my first game I released, like, commercially. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the way to do it, too, right? Like, so... I mean, hey, if you want to go into the NSFW, like, that is... Have you ever checked out Patreon? The top Patreons are those adult 3D projects, right? Those are the ones bringing in, like, $40,000 a month. Okay? And all they do is go to a 3D asset store. I probably should... No. But, yeah, so this was my first game that I released commercially. It's got that same little Milo character that I have everywhere. Are 2D games where you would recommend to start? It depends. For me, it's a lot simpler, I would say. You got to think of, like, perspective-wise. 2D, you're only looking from one direction. There's movement, there's a whole one less direction to go, right? I can't even... Can I see these larger? There we go. So, like, this was... my first game. Also, this launched before Mario Runner and was an auto runner, so I think I deserve credit for that. So like I started with something called Construct 2. Also, it's Everglades seasoning, the seasoning I was trying to think of before the raid. I popped it up right when I got raided. It's delicious. Sorry. Let's see. There was... So, like, I started with the engine called Construct 2. Right? So, it's a 2D only engine. And this is actually where Pirate Software, which, if any of you guys watch YouTube Shorts, you've probably seen my buddy Thor everywhere, because he broke the algorithm of YouTube. But, like, this is a very simple, no programming, or, you know, quotation marks, no programming. It's basically, it teaches you the basics of programming, which is object, action, right? If this object is this, in this state, do this action. Honestly, it's the best feeling ever, especially if they're enjoying it. So, like, that's where, like, I loved Lava when it was something I was focusing on, and, like, why I wanted to actually go back and, like, update it is, like, seeing people competing on the leaderboards, things like that. Is awesome to see, where it's just like, hey, people are I mean, it's kind of like streaming, right? Where it's like people are choosing that time to invest in you, right? Just in a different way. You too can download Lava. Yes, probably until the 29th. I gotta see what that... They were yelling at me to do something. It's probably to jump into a volcano. Yeah, and to be honest, like, so a lot of the Unreal devs that I know, that were like huge pillars of like the Unreal community when it went public, actually got into game development because of Little Big Planet. And so, like, that's where you see a lot of like game designers now. Is like that's where they actually started out, was games like that. So, like, in the next couple of years, the next round of devs is 100% going to be from Dreams. It's already started to be from Roblox, as you can see with the games like Lethal Company and like those type of things. And then I think Lethal Company was made by Roblox Dev, right? If I remember correctly. And then like Fortnite Creative Mode is next, because like Fortnite Creative Mode is now just this editor. So like the learning curve from making your own game for Fortnite to making your own game is a lot more straightforward now. But yeah. So anyways, I hope everyone's doing good. Why, hello there, Actor Pat. I don't know why I tried to say that suspiciously. Or in my head it was... I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I gotta fix that. If we're in that mode, we gotta not rotate. So I keep changing this mode back and forth to see how the camera is. See if I like it. Alright, so... Okay, we did the chairs. I really should have pulled up my list of stuff to do instead of randomly doing stuff today. Did the chairs. What is something else on the list I can do? We have our menu. But you know what? Oh, that might be something to do. That's an actual feature. We need to list. Oh. Yeah, but yeah, that and depending on the type of game, if you're really interested in making a game, there's like game engines out there that are set up to just be, especially if it's like a story-driven game or something like that, where like you replace an image, you fill out the story. Like it all depends on how complex you want to get it, right? Like you could be like me and watching every GDC talk and spending 6 months on making grass and grass systems, and then and 6 months on water, and then Unreal adds it to the engine anyways. So I'm looking for... We should have this here. Nope, not that. We need an area messages. I'm looking for... I realize right now, right? So we always have an equipped item, and it's the fishing pole. And that is something that isn't supposed to be true. So we need to fix that. So the first thing we need to do, go to the camera, or go to the player. And so like that's where I actually really love Unreal, especially so like there's, if you don't know, there's Unreal and like Unity, right, are the two big ones. And like so Unreal has blueprints, and then like Unity bought some solution, if I remember right. All right, so this is the alt action. This is the fast travel. Right. This is not finished. This is what we were working on today, which is like I want it to be where like instead of you relying, like, so if you're exploring this island, so you're all the way over here. What I was adding was a fast travel button, right? So it's like, I don't want it to be where you can just go into a menu and fast travel anywhere. I want it to be where you have to be somewhere where your ship's able to go. So right now you can load it anywhere. That's not going to be the case. But I like the fact that we can load it in and be like, hey, this can fast travel, right? But we have to rely on this being able to get there. Rather than it being just like, oh, pause the game, fast travel to this point. Because this is small enough that like we don't necessarily need the fast travel. So I'm hoping that we can kind of avoid it basically. All right, so town center. Sorry, I'm gonna make it where that list always contains town center. Yeah, and like, so I was talking about it earlier. I might do it where like your ship can get damaged, where like you might not be able to fast travel, or maybe it's just weather effect, right? Where depending on the weather, that's ruining the radio signal so that you can't call it in, but you have a limited number of you know, emergency flares, whatever. And you have to buy them. Maybe that's what it ends up being. But that's the plan. It's like make it where it's not just a game system, but an actual like it's in there as a utility for the player based on what you're actually doing. Right? What am I looking for? We're looking for game instance. So like most of the programming I do on stream is with blueprints. Oh, it should be listed. What the heck? Oh, that's just messed up. Okay, so we should already be seeing town center when we come here. So we broke the button. Nice. Do we see that here? Is that what it is? It giving me an error on that? Fast travel, rocket console. Yeah, it probably is. Wait, what is this? Trying to access mileage EI. It's only getting it here. On main interact. It really is this not assigned? What's happening? Game mode. Why is it breaking? Game instance class. Here we go. For some reason, this reset. So basically, my game instance class was setting itself to nothing. So that should be calling that in. Should now be listed. Town center. Done. Cool. So we need to change that problem. Yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah, it's fine. All those errors we were getting was because of something else. Entirely. Perfect. Cool. At least it's working now. And that's the UI we can change as well, right? So it's supposed to be. We have town center. We have the discovered areas, right? We launch. We come back. Get spawned here. Need to fix that camera. Cool. Okay, it works with the. We just added that the throw ability today. I guess I can show you guys fishing if it works. Let's see. Oh, I can't after. Oh, that is so weird. Oh, there we go. It's still weird. Something weird's happening. Okay, cool. So this water. I need to mark these meshes. Wait, hold on. The wall gen. Edit blueprint. My goodness. Nope. God dang it. As I break the editor. By the way, we are known for crashing this editor here. Don't worry about it when it happens. Alright, so this should be that after tag that component tag. So get no, not get tags. Make array tag water. But okay. Oh, you know what? I'll just not a local variable. Oh, dang it. Make a variable. But yeah, a lot of the streams, me either working in blueprints, art, or like C++, because I don't like myself. I mean, hate C++. I don't like it. That's gross. I mean, it's better than this. Sorry about the spaghetti. Ignore the spaghetti. It's not really here. All right, play from here. Nope, I didn't add the tag. Let's select this. I also did not expose it. So we have a variable. We need to say it's instance editable, which means that per instance we can change it. Add tag water. Our fishing line should now detect that we're above. It should detect that we're above. Is it not hitting? The water line too low? No, I can't tell. All right, there's no way that's not. Okay. The water with the lowercase. Oh, that's not the correct direction. Oh, it's telling me too. Get closer to water, right? Get closer. Yeah, freaking thing. Oh, goodness. Okay. There's not one thing, it's going to be another for me. Alright, all the interaction, fast travel. This is actually going to be in the equipment. Fishing mode. Equipment class. Okay, so search for fish. Let's see, what mode are we getting stuck in? I think it's here. Turn position. No. Check that we're near water. Oh, and distance. Go like 150 just in case. Something like that. Race distance is going down, right? Yeah, it is. Wait, what is this even? Okay. Oh no, that's distance away. Okay. Okay. So that's 100 centimeters in front of us. Meter, whatever, 1 meter in front of us. Back down. We're then capturing by the collision type. There we go. Okay, I thought I was still doing it by tag. Oy, oy, oy. Please open. Yeah. The window is getting smaller and smaller every time I open that. There we go. So we need to set collision for this. This is not the right thing. Set collision. So this collision object type, right? Oh, you know what? Because this is doing water. I wonder. I think this might be causing a crash. Because I think that is not actually in here. Hold on. Collision. By the way, I understand that not everyone's a game dev. If you guys have any questions at any time, never hesitate to ask what the heck is happening. Because I understand. And I like to talk over things or not explain what I'm doing. I forget. Or I'll say it in some complex way. Just be like, speak English. Like, it's phrased that a different way. I completely understand. Okay, so we should be able to say profile, set profile, collision profile. Set profile name. Is it that? No. That would be not channel, but that vision. Oh, you know what? I think I can just select this, but also at the same time. What is it called in here? It's reset, right? Yeah. Oh. Object type. It's definitely not object type. Yeah, I always like to. So like that's where it's even interesting because like I'm a small person, right? So I want to like indie dev. That's a really cool documentary for sure. Also, how's it going, Plague? I would recommend if you like seeing like video game behind the scenes, a really cool one to check out is actually the Double Fine documentary. They did a really good job. They had like they did multiple things where like they did 2 documentaries while in development of the thing, and then like the people came out and did a final documentary. But it's called Psych Odyssey. It literally like there's tons and tons of stuff where it shows you like the entire development for the most part of Psychonauts 2. And that's from like Double Fine deciding to kickstart it to them being bought out by Microsoft, like them level design, all these stuff. But like if you like that kind of behind the scenes that like The Last of Us did, but even on a grander scale, there's like I think like 30 episodes of it. It's called Double Fine Psych Odyssey. It probably one of my favorite like behind the scenes things that's been released so far. Where I guess if we just do this, right? What is it? Water body collision. But it's on their YouTube. It's really good. I think I'm just gonna add the tag. Instead of this, let's go, whatever, and then do hashtag hit actor or hit component hashtag water. Oops. Damn it! I double click the blueprint, so it's opening Visual Studio, so my stuff might freeze for a second. Yeah, I just watched the Grounded 2. Well, I mean that was a crazy game in general, where it's like so much crap happened. This and this has to be true. So that should maybe not work if it's on overlap only. Hey. No, yeah, so it's gonna be oh, it is generating overlap. Interesting. Because that should have I guess it would be a block all. it's tracing my profile now. There we go. Now we can fish. Oh god, it's broken. Stuck walking. Hey. What happened to the fishing? Alright, there we go. Okay, so it's no longer moving. So it's supposed to be like, I want it, so like, I don't know, for a lot of the design stuff I do, I try to think in accessibility type thing. So I wanted to do something simpler where I'm gonna redesign this. I think this would be okay for most people, but then like if it's a, hey, it's broken. Oh god, we're fishing twice. Like I want it to be a non-time based thing too. All that work and then I broke more. That's perfect. That right there is a example of my game development style. All right, so what's happening there? Let's fix it while we're here. Instead of me just going one thing to the next. Okay, so cancel trace. Let cancel trace, but then if it's true, this needs to only happen if. Okay, so fish on the hook. I think we need to actually check, is fish on hook? If so, don't call action. Because I think that what's happening is it's getting called, right? And these aren't clearing because we're calling it again before its garbage collected, or something weird's happening. And then loop to get max distance. That's fine. That's still working. This is working, which is the progress bar thing. Finish casting line. Okay, so this is the finishing and cast and searching for fish. Okay, so this is fish on hook. Okay, that's why I did fish on hook up there as negative. But what we need to do is have it where if we're already in fishing mode, don't call this again. So this needs to be like a do once until canceled type of thing. And then I think, let's see what's happening here. Oh, you know what? Because we don't have this plugged in. We're not doing min-max because we're not looking at the item details. Item details by default. We don't have a fish. We need a fish. Yeah, so it's not set to the fish. So basically what I have is I have this type of asset in here that is just data. Okay, the numbers, right? There's 2 custom data to it, which is going to be minimum, is min distance. Let's set that. We'll say, 50, whatever. I think I think there's a reason I bypassed this though. And then max position, we'll say is 100 or 200. So max position 200. I need to, so that means though that if that's negative, god dang it, I have too many things open. If that's negative, I need to do something else. And especially it's not going to be positive on event begin play. So, because this is like caught fish, right? Or no, this is the hook. This is the fishing pole. So if you can change fishing pole, it would have different positions. So now that that's fixed, though, we should actually see the full UI, which is not working. Cool. Interesting. Basically, this little circle, I'm pointing at my screen, that doesn't work. The little circle we see. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Ah, I've got it. Nope. I saw it moving in there. I think it's setting itself to be too high or something. There we go. You can see it moving here. So this is the min max, right? That's where it's supposed to be going. And for some reason, we're not seeing it. It's dropping below the water. There. So we need to go here. I don't even like fishing. We can close this for now. That was me double clicking something. Hello? Yes. Okay. Alright, double checking to make sure that the YouTube chat's still working as well. That likes to break. Where's it popping up at? It's telling me it's on my screen. There we go. Okay, so basically, but yeah, speaking before, I was gonna say before we brought up the Last of Us documentary and the other one, the Psychonauts, something that I like, I haven't like it was on like Twitter a couple years ago, where it ended up getting picked up by a couple of people, but one of the like control devs was talking about like because people were speaking about how like the doors worked in that game specifically, and it like I think a lot of people, obviously you play a game so you don't actually see like the work that goes into it normally, and it made a lot of developers come out to be like, yeah, doors are complex, like, right, that's the simplest thing in a game, but it's so it can be so complex, right? Because you have to think about a lot of things, right? Especially at a big studio, which means that you have to get multiple departments together, which means that you have to get multiple studios, or multiple, not studios, sometimes. But you have to get multiple meetings to verify, like, hey, this is how this is going to work. So it's like, okay, first, we have to decide. The door's open, right? That's choice one. Depending on the answer, that's going to involve art, right? If the door opens, okay, well then we have to determine how does it open, because that's either going to be you have to get animators, or you're going to have to program it, which means that you're also limited then in how it opens, both ways, right? And that's also going to be, you have to have consideration. You have to add that now into the frame budget. And like the memory budget for the level, depending on how you decide. Okay, so that's another meeting. You then have to decide, okay, do doors lock? Can AI traverse through a door? Can AI traverse through a door when it's closed? Can AI open a door? I know, right? When I said studio, I meant multiple, like, department. Hey, you know, honestly, Call of Duty is what I point to there, right? Like, their doors don't work. Multiple studios work on the game. How's it going, Mac? No, they have a feature in Call of Duty that always bugs me. If you're aiming down sights, you can peek a door. But depending on when you hold that aim down sights, like, you're not gonna just open the door or peek through the door. You're gonna bash the door open. Oh, but right, like, so, like, I always love that discussion of, like, and, like, I think people that don't make games or do anything in that sort of context don't realize that, right? Like, it's like, okay, it was like, the Witcher devs also talked about it, where it's just like, okay, we wanted it to be where doors were persistent, but we decided that at last minute, and it's like so they had to like hack it in, but then they broke half the things, because like, and it's like that's like I think they said it was something like 2,000 man hours spent on doors for control, which just sounds funny. And that's just like a door. And it's like, okay. Where it's like everything has to be considered for the other thing. Okay, how am I doing this? Let's see why it's messing up so much. In fact, I probably know why it's doing it, but, you know, shh. Okay. I probably need to actually project this as like a decal instead of what I'm doing now as well. Because I think right now I just have a plane that I'm moving. Right? So like that's what this plane is. Is the target location. Oh. You only spent a month or two on your doors. Right? Where it's like, I mean, that's where it gets so, especially if you got AI, if you have this or that, like one thing can affect 8 other things, and it's like in a place where you yourself don't touch those other aspects, right? Like you're not gonna, and then there's sound. I forgot about sound. Like what kind of door is it? It's sliding open, or is it like event key, event action key trigger? Okay, whatever that is. Yeah, I mean that's typical where it's like, and you got to think like, because I've definitely heard that too from like Rocksteady said that themselves, and it's like then there's like, because it's one of those things, right, where it's like your what platforms you're going on might change. You gotta, like, I mean, in that game too, it's the main feature of the game, right? And like you've got hundreds of animations, so you got to make sure it works on everything. But I mean, character art, yeah, like, all right, finish casting starts. Okay, so it's before whatever it calls input action key release. Or wait, no. This is search for fit. This is where it is. So we're in here. We're in fishing mode. We start timer search for fish. I need to put on all of these. If timer start for fish is going, end it. Because I think that's what's happening. I think what's happening is I'm giving myself the ability to call this timer, and then I'm backing out with the back button, and then I'm rejoining, and then both are getting created once it finds a fish. As it's calling this fish on hook, yes or no? That's all it's calling. Which that is, how's this determined? Oh, at the moment it just does it immediately, or okay, we're not looping, we're just cool. Okay, so our cancel, we're supposed to be doing that. Setting fish mode to that. What else? I feel like progress bar needs to be reset, even if it's not there. Where like this is weird. This is where it's like it might be better to move this over to C++, so I don't, where I can do certain things a little differently. Where there I can, like, if I'm breaking the thing, it will break. Doesn't crash everything. I'll realize my, you know, not that I'm setting, like, contradiction. Let's see though. So check the, if we're near water. This also, so let's check that timer isn't going. Because I think this needs to, so timer valid. timer, it should be false. That alone should fix the whole duplicate. But I think it's also on this, where this needs to be false. And then that will do that. Okay, and then now it'll also need to be here. Okay, so this is action key. So this is me holding down the let's try to go fishing, which makes that thing move back and forth. Right? That's what determines that. Also an ad starting. Dear God. Here. I'm delaying it for now. I don't know when it starts. It didn't tell me. It just said ad starting soon. So an ad in 5 minutes for Twitch people. And I'll get up. Stretch. I recommend y'all do the same. Alright, update progress bar. Update slider. Okay, so this is the actual material progress bar. So that's already when it already is hit. Right, it's already... Progress bar. What? You know, whoever made this should really comment on it better. They're terrible. They are the worst. Don't ask who made it. Oh. Which is to say, I've made everything in this project. What? God damn it. What are we looking for? Where's this? Here, just show me the references to plane. By name, sure. Get plane. Alright, this is moving it. We move if... Oh, cool, that's why. We're moving if we're on this kind of thing. Yeah, let's move that. I thought we... I think I kept... Oh my God. I think I keep getting these two mistaken. I need to do this. Just set it to block all. There we go. And then from here, it should be fine because it's setting the location of this, I guess. Alright. Gross. I don't know. I think that only happened on release, so... Oh, crap. Okay, so... Fishing line out. Oh, there we go. It happened. Alright, so this one I can't back out of. Once it's on this screen. That's unfortunate. Hey, fishy! It did it that time. So there. Okay. And then from there, it's always broken. Cool. Why? Oh my God. We can sometimes... You guys sometimes see the progress bar, right? Not just me. In my imagination. There we go. I don't know why that it sometimes lets me... We don't mess something way up. So this is how it's supposed to work. You determine where you want to fish. Say there's an actual... Like, the reason the water's transparent is I want it to be like, kind of like Sea of Thieves, where like... You can see some fish in the water. So it's like, if you see some fish in the water, then you're more like, you know, like your chance of catching a fish goes up. And then it's supposed to pop this up. I don't know why we're getting this. Boom. we get this. We do it again. Progress bar and this go at the same time. And the last thing spawns first. So, wherever we're deciding to... Okay, so wherever we're exiting there, it's probably this, right? Like, we're... Hey, this needs to be freaking saved. On fish catch. We have this. Yes. We do that. And this is fish mode, right? And that's what I've been resetting everywhere. Fishy fish. Hey, turtle. Turtle. Right, we're invalidating the handle. Doing all sorts of stuff. And then from there, this fish mode, I think it's in this itself that it's doing it. So maybe I'm doing something weird. I mean, I say maybe, but we all know the truth. It's a yes. Okay, so basically I'm using some math to just randomly generate a little, area in the material, and then we're setting that to be like, if we're in this area between 0 and 360, accept it. It's gonna be replaced because I don't like it, but also I don't need to do this because we should be able to just add. We should be able to add that back if we change this to an activated widget. So that's something I can fix later. Add reward ref. Okay, so this is where it's added. That makes even less sense. If it's in here, this gets cleared every time. I mean, I guess if it doesn't get cleared, also you guys getting an ad. My bad. I didn't do it. I'm actually gonna get up while that's happening then. I recommend everyone to stretch. All that. Alright, let's see. Be right back. Try not to sit so much. Oop. Really, the funny thing, I say that as I'm standing at my desk. That was the wrong scene. Oops. All right. Everything. I always gotta remind. I mean, it's one of those things where too. Like I basically I close my door when I stream, so the room ends up being freaking hot as hell. But my dog or cat, one of them will always start like scratching at my thing. So I've been trying to use that time to be like, "Hey, yo, I'm here. No need to scratch it. All right, good. Peace out." Okay, so like this stuff, right? This stuff is stuff we can remove once we fix it. But what I'm looking at is, so right here would be the air, because right here is where we're adding it to the inventory immediately. So I'm thinking what's happening is we somehow enter this while still in this mode or something. I don't really know how this would pop up before the other stuff is done. I think part of it's due to how we're doing this. So what we're gonna do is this is gonna change to an activatable widget. Common activatable widget. The reason why is this is a new class of the editor that has input mapping built into it. So you can actually turn on input mapping, and now right when this gets created, it's going to go to fishing mode. When it gets destroyed, it's going to go to whatever the previous input mode was. So this doesn't actually need, I don't need to do this, right? I don't need to create these. So let's see. Success amount if true. Oh, we're recreating the catch meter? All right, now I'm just in zone. Oh no, I got it. No, I got it. Okay. So this needs to be reset at the end, just in case it ends up being the same thing. I don't know. We'll just always set that to, so if success. So this is next round, and this is success, basically. This, we probably should do all those things, but in zone, fish fire. So this be able to be removed. This, and then what I'm gonna do is on reward widget itself, that can be an activatable widget that is set to whatever menu, anything, you know, whatever I need it to be. And then that should mean on failure, I don't need to remove this as well. We can just remove from target. Correct. So basically you get 3 chances at the moment. I'm probably going to set that up based on difficulty where it changes, you know. Is this. This On construct. Okay, so we're also doing this on construct. Now simplify that. We do not need it. Now the difference is instead of saying push, which we might have to change some of this pre-construct stuff because of this, but now instead of saying create this widget, we say push widget, because now it works as like this cool stack system, right? So get rid of all of this basically. But what I need to do, this one's not needed. This one might be. So the nice thing is this can now just be a widget class. Also, y'all see this? Look at this. Look how cool that is. You don't have to. Whew. User widget? What did it say it was? User. Also, this is a random day, I gotta say. Normally we do, I try to do like a little bit of art, a little bit of this, you know, coding stuff. I know it can be a lot. Alright, so for now we'll do this. I feel like there's some more stuff we're gonna have to change. In fact, I know there is. Fish mode. I need to, okay. You know what? This might be it. We need to do more than just cancel this. We need to have it be, like, deactivated. If it's available, if it's on. Right? Alright, so where's somewhere else we create some stuff? Set that. Create progress bar. Okay. I feel like the progress bar is supposed to be the only thing on screen, so that would be fine to push the screen. Oh, we already do. What the hell am I doing then? This guy. I'm already half doing it. Alright, so push. Push the main. Progress bar. I think I'm gonna change that too. Maybe it'd be a little more Stardew Valley. Like, I'm not sure. We'll see. Obviously. As in like up down type of bar, not just like, hey, this is Stardew Valley. No, I just mean like be more like a golf type thing where it's a charged bar. In general. Okay, cool. So this needs to also just be set to, the nice thing too is this means that these can reference this class. Like specific references you have to objects better. By the way, anyone still here from Circus Stream, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I realize I can be a different vibe in that I can't shut up. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I know I can be a lot more technical than another stream, so it means a lot. That's just how my brain works. I work in a very... Alright, cool. So that should be broken now. Perfect. I love it. Alright, so for progress bar. I didn't realize we were using this for it. Why are we doing the progress bar information outside of progress bar? I don't know. So what we could do, in fact, this is what we should do, is maybe let the, like, interpret the progress bar within itself on accept, load whatever the fishing pole tells it to accept, rather than right now the fishing pole is telling the widget what to do. Oh, and this doesn't need to be here. Is what's happening, right? So that's why this is here. So update progress bar. Is there a reason that's in here? Because that's probably what's happening. Is like we're talking back and forth, and there's a latency in between them, and one thing's a different object that's saying something, while the other one's already been killed. But one thing doesn't know about that. I'm just making sure both are, yeah, okay. So like here, action key released. I feel like I should already be listening to. So with progress bar, we can implement action bar released. Search for fish. I don't know. I think I moved them here to be simpler so that it's all in one spot, but at the same time, it's like, is it? Deactivate. I'll push. Pop. Yeah, isn't the... Hold on, now I got a thing. Push widget to main. And shouldn't I have a... Push. Why do I always think push pop? No, what's the other... What's the other node? Is it just remove widget? Okay, cool. I thought there was a big thing in here. Okay, cool. We'll just keep doing that then. Alright, so let's go to that one. Nope. Progress bar. I don't know. Gas to underscore progress bar. Probably. No? Alright, remove from parent. Remove from parent. Why is it not moving? Yeah, no, I know. I always think that's what the node's called, though. I thought there was one. But I always think of like the, you know, the, what I was laughing is the, I always think of like the old, like, push pops. Like the ice cream. Nice, we've broken it completely, but somehow also not broken it because it works. Sometimes. Why that is... Yeah, that... I have a very vivid memory. Like... when I lived in... I was like coming home from elementary school or whatever with a push pop. And I just remember eating it and it being delicious. I then gained 10 pounds thinking about it just now. No. Interesting. So, I mean, there's probably tons of reasons why it's not popping up with the branch now, but Interesting. I want to work more on this water. I'm probably gonna do that off stream. Some of it's easy, like I can just turn off the distance fields. That's not distance field. To fix the shadowing. Oh, you know what? I think it's also the bottom. It's actually the landscape. But yeah. And then others are just insane bits, but I think I like how today was just break stuff the day. I think I was meant to model something today. Blender never got opened. Substance Designer never got opened. It's the perfect way. Alright, anyways. I think I'm gonna call it a day, because I gotta go to the gym, eat dinner, and all that. Let's see, who shall we send you to? You know what? Let's see. Who should I send? Oh, you know what? Jitspo is working on some 3D stuff. So, Twitch people, y'all can do that. And have a good day. See you guys. If you guys haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you hit that follow button or subscribe on YouTube. You can also follow us these places. Join the Discord. I forgot how to spell socials, but it has an S in it. There we go. And do all that. If you're interested in the game, obviously. Anything like that helps spread the word about it. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone showing up. Thanks for the follows, the raids. You guys are all lovely people. Hope you have a good day. I forgot to talk halfway in that sentence. Hopefully y'all realize that. Alright, and have you guys ever, you know what I hate about OBS? Sorry, tangent before we raid. Anyone that uses OBS, I don't know about you, but I just hit the, like, Windows, and then I start typing, like, OB, and I accidentally search Bing for Obama a lot. Because I hit, like, spacebar, OB, enter, and, like, Obama's the first name that is listed, so it just searches for Obama. Anyways, enjoy the raid. Oh.
VolkillerGames, yo.